Hello again, witchy people. YouTube Pagan Challenge 2018, and today I am choosing the letter D, and my D is divination and the dead. Uh, Mostly because I connect the two. Uh, Mostly when I do divination, no matter what I do, I call upon the dead to help me divine. I call upon the spirits. That's just the way that I do things. Um, I guess sometimes I do call upon, sort of like reach within myself, but I always try to connect with spirit, with the dead when I'm divining, whether that be, mirror scrying, pendulum divining, anything like that. And it's not necessarily my ancestors that I try to connect with. I try to connect with, if I'm doing divination for someone, if I'm scrying for someone, I try to connect with someone who's passed over, who's connected to them rather than to me. And I guess being a hedge witch, divination and the dead, that is one of the most important parts of my path. I can't disassociate my path from the spirits. I can't, from the spirit world and from the dead. It's just not possible for me to. I mean, I've been seeing and mostly hearing dead people since I was a tiny, well, for as long as I can remember, since I was a tiny child. To the point where my parents thought I was having hallucinations. Ooh, strange child, she's hallucinating again. No, I was just seeing dead people. And it doesn't frighten me. It's not something that bothers me or worries me. Sometimes I did go through a stage quite a while back, actually. It was a long time ago, where, and I hate to say this, I used to drink to blot out. I wasn't an alcoholic or anything, it never got that bad, but I used to have the odd one or two drinks to kind of block out the voices. Sometimes the voices aren't, it's kind of hard to explain. The voices aren't always sort of like outside that you hear around you. Sometimes the voices are actually inside your head, and you hear the voices inside your head, and you know that no one else could hear them. You know that they're very specifically aimed just for you to pass on messages or whatever they say. I guess for a while I did think I was a bit crazy. I'm hearing voices, I'm a bit doo-doo, but I'm not really, well, not any more so than the average person. I'm not any more crazy than them. I don't think so anyway. But yeah, so it is a huge part of my pathway and the way I am a witch, because I am a hedge witch. It is the main part, I suppose, of the craft and the way I live the craft, which is kind of weird, associating the way I live the craft is with the dead. But yeah, like I say, I did drink for a while to blot out the voices, but it's really strange. A lot of people, I've since discovered, do that they drink because they think it's going to blot out the voices. It doesn't. It's, I suppose it does for some people. For me, it made me not be in control of my own body, if you like, and my own thought processes. Obviously, being drunk, you do kind of lose control slightly, and I couldn't build up that wall. I have also found that if you do constantly try to blot out the voices and constantly put up that wall, you will suffer terrible headaches, and it has quite a detrimental effect on your body and your mental health. It's, I guess it might be kind of hard for someone who doesn't hear, how they might understand it. I mean, I always assumed growing up that everyone saw dead people and everyone heard dead people. It was just normal to me. I thought everyone did it. No one really talked about it because everyone knew. To find out, I think I must have been about 7 or 8 years old before I realised, hold on a minute, why can no one see that man sat in the corner of my bedroom? Doesn't bother me, but you know, no one's saying goodnight to him when they come and say goodnight to me. So yeah, but I do call upon spirits and the dead to help me when I'm scrying and within divination. I do find it much easier to connect with dead people than I do with deities, which is why I don't really have that. I don't have deities within my path. I can't connect. I kind of do connect a little bit, but not to the point where I feel that it helps me out in any way. I simply don't feel that true connection, that deep connection that I do when I'm speaking with dead people. So there you go, divination and the dead. Just a little quick overview on part of my path. Thanks for watching. Bye for now, witchy people.